Second on the phone. We're live now. Ho, 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 motherfuckers.
Hey,
Hey,
this is our pre-Christmas special.
it's like our pre-com special.
That's what okay. All right.
Ho, ho,
I'm feeling
ho,
it.
How's everybody doing today?
Just a little dribbling tip of cognitive dissonance.
Oh, guys, welcome. Gals, welcome.
I didn't hear them say welcome back.
I was going to say they.
Is
welcome.
That how this... Wait a minute, Cecil. Welcome?
Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome.
Nice.
So before we get started, Tom, I wanted to first do our gift exchange.
Well, you didn't tell me we're doing the gift exchange now. I got you a present. It's just so important also that I left it in the store for safekeeping because they guard them there. And I got
it's our annual gift exchange.
It is.
We're gonna have one on the air right now.
Okay.
All right. Fine.
I did not reciprocate.
First off, look at this badass paper. I don't know if you could see this badass paper, but it's
from it's like a movie, right?
Yeah, it's Star Trek. So
may as well give me sports related.
I know you're a huge fan.
Okay.
And so I got you this. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. It's a sock with googly eyes that looks like Pence.
Did you already use it? Because I
I used it like 3 times. Yeah.
Now you're talking.
It's got my stink on it.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I
All right, you gotta go. Okay, there we go. Here we go.
Can you see it?
Go to.
There we go.
Go to.
Hold on.
You should pull your knife out like every other dorky kid in the office.
Oh my God! There's one piece.
I got my knife, guys. All right.
Okay. All right. Oh. So. No. That is fucking bullshit. I thought this was a gift for me, and this is.
Oh, you got to turn around to the camera.
This is a
you gotta put it
fucking
in front of your face so they
map
can see it.
of fucking Indiana. I thought something smelled like meth and the death of all hope.
It's your favorite, man.
Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing? We got to hang that up in here somewhere.
We got to do something where it doesn't go to my house. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Sure is coming up, isn't it?
I was going to try to forge Mike Pence's signature on it. That's what I was looking to do.
Look at, I can't wait.
Yeah. Tell me about your favorite place in Indiana. If you look at it, it's a historical one. So there's not an I-65 at that point.
Yeah, so there's no way out? So you got me a map of Indiana with no way out?
You're stuck forever.
That's awesome. Look at that.
Oh, God. Yeah.
My favorite place in Indiana is, I actually have actually 4 favorite places. I'd like to tell you about
Are they the
all
4
of them.
exits north?
They are the borders of the great state of Indiana,
east, and west.
because those are ways to leave.
I've never been to Gen Con. Mark says Gen Con, Indianapolis is a Gen Con. Yeah, I've never been. I always wanted to go.
What is Gen Con? Which
it's
one
like
is
a big gaming convention that happens. It used to be in Wisconsin, and then they stopped doing it in Wisconsin, and they moved to Indiana maybe 10 years ago, I guess, something 10 years ago.
Okay.
Decade sounds like about right. And
all right.
So they moved down there, and so I know people who go every year, and they love it. They love it. It's a game. It's all kinds of games. Any kind of game you can imagine is there. So, and they'll have a lot of gaming companies come and play test their games. Like they'll bring their games,
mostly like
with
video
them.
game stuff, right?
Well, no,
like board games?
board games, like tons of board games.
Okay.
Like role-playing games as well as other types of games.
Do they have the most dangerous game of all? Can you hunt a man?
I hope so. Oh, that would be amazing. Mark, did you ever hunt a man down there? Actually, you don't have to answer that. It's don't ask, don't tell. So, while I was in Iceland, Tom, this is another thing we're going to do.
Okay.
I picked up this. So if you could put the camera on
clear,
me,
kind of scares me.
Ian. This is Black Death, is what it's called there, and it's called. No,
it's brand new even.
Yeah, and so
version.
I'm going to pour us each a shot.
Good.
You don't have to down it if you don't want to, but take a little sip of it and see what you think.
Give it a Oh, you just cracked that bottle? Brand new bottle?
Brand new bottle. This is yours to keep after I have a tiny taste of it as well.
Think about that.
So you can pour it over your Indiana map and light it on
fire. Well, I was gonna. What's the proof on it?
It's a schnapps, so I'm not sure. And
so it's gonna be sweet.
It's not sweet. So no, they don't do sweet there. So
that smells like it's got it's for my.
Hold on, let me cap this up, and I want to look to see what the.
This has to go inside my body, huh?
So this is. It's 37.5% by volume, so it's not terrible. It's like Jack Daniels, I guess.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Cheers,
Christmas.
stream.
Happy Christmas. Glug, glug, glug. So good.
It really isn't bad.
Glug.
It really isn't bad.
Right,
tastes like rye bread.
Well, I kind of like it.
Yeah, it tastes like rye bread, doesn't it?
It's like
it's caraway flavored.
It's like this is pumpernickel booze.
Yeah.
Whoa! It's pumpernickel booze.
It's like rye bread.
Whoa! What is that?
If you get a corned beef flavored schnapps, you could make a Reuben with this.
I kind of like what's happening here.
You could have it. It's yours.
I don't know how to drink it though.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Do you make it into a cocktail?
I would maybe find a cocktail for it because I don't. I mean, so again, it's also supposed to be really good over ice and not over ice, but like ice cold in a glass. But I've never had it ice cold. So
what's the primary what's the fermented grain? Like what did you know?
I don't. I think it's made from vodka.
Base malt?
I think it's made from vodka. I think it's like a cordial like liquor.
Okay.
So it's made from vodka.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay. It's just so pumpernickely.
Yeah.
I know there's a pump. If you have two of them, is it a pump or dime? I don't know.
Oh, hold on a second. This person's like, come to the Bahamas. Are you inviting us to the Bahamas?
I'm going right now.
Are you inviting us to the Bahamas? Because I wear a banana warmer whenever I'm in warmer climes, and nobody needs to see that.
Lucas, it's Aquavit. I just looked. It says Aquavit on it.
Yeah, and it is caraway. That's Lucas. It's caraway. So
very interesting. It's great with bologna.
It is aqua. I guess that's what it is. Yeah. It's Aquavit. Yeah, that's what they said when I was in Iceland.
I like this.
Dip bologna in it. Yeah. It's certainly better than the licorice that they have.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It's certainly better than the licorice. Pump my nickel, Tom.
Wow.
Caliente.
Pretty aggressive. All right.
Caliente.
I'm good for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Tag me in. I'll go up to 7. 7 seconds.
You got a dime? I'll make change.
7 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good though. It's not bad. You know, I don't like gin. I know that there's a lot of people who do like gin. I'm not a gin fan.
No. But you like this.
But I do like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if this would make a
good tonic.
Brennivin and tonic.
Yeah.
That might be an interesting drink.
Oh, it might be interesting. Yeah, this and tonic might be good.
Well,
Mix it with tonic.
I got a weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Isn't Icelandic licorice just volcano rock?
Yeah, except for it explodes in your mouth, and then you can't fly anywhere for like a week.
There was it's actually just lithium-ion batteries. This is all it is. Yeah. There was an article not that long. I'm trying to remember where it was at, where this guy goes over to eats all these fucking Scandinavian licorices, and like writes an entire long-form journalism article about his experience eating these various licori or licorice-eye. Or
Licorice-eye, I think is
what the plural is. It's a fucking nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. So gin tastes like pine soap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. I do not like gin very much.
I love gin.
It does taste like pine to me. That's what gets me.
Yeah, the botanicals and all that.
Yeah. I had somebody make a rosemary gin once. They made a rosemary, like basically a rosemary liqueur, and they were using it as gin, and I could drink that one.
Okay.
Because it's a lot less on the pine
side, yeah.
But it still has that evergreen sort of flavorish to it.
Have you been to a Starbucks recently?
I have not.
So Starbucks has a juniper latte. It sounds like the worst thing in all of drinkable history. It sounds so awful. Like it is. I asked the guy, I'm like, does anyone order? He's like, yep. And I'm like, does anyone like? He's like, nope, they almost all return it. It's just, It sounds like fucking pine cones and coffee.
That sounds.
It's
They all
fucking
return it.
horrifying.
Huh?
That's what the guy said.
Yeah, well.
he's like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm supposed to sell you that it's good. He's like, it's fucking terrible. I go to Starbucks a lot. I think the guy like levels with me.
Yeah.
So like,
I started going to
latte.
I started going to Starbucks and getting their drafts. They have those drafts. The nitros.
Yeah, I get a lot of those.
They broke that thing breaks all the time, and then they gave me a card when I went in. They're like, here's your card. You get 5 of these, you get a free one or whatever. So every time I'd come in, the fucking thing would be broke. And then by the time I filled it, it was
over.
The card was over. They're like, I hand it to the guy. I'm like, I'll have my one free whatchamacallit. And the guy's like, yeah, this expired like last month.
So they had those at the
he
one
still
near.
gave it to me though.
Yeah,
because he doesn't care. Yeah, whatever.
At the one near me, they had the same card, and they just took a Sharpie and marked it.
Yeah. So did you?
And no, but I wouldn't do that because like I'm not that hard up for $4. But like I asked the guy, I was like, you're just marking this with the mark. He's like, I don't care how many people steal them. And he's like, hey, I couldn't give a fuck in a forest of fucks.
Yeah, it's just a fucking cup of coffee, man.
Yeah, somebody says like the licorice that's sold in Europe and Iceland is kind of toxic. Yeah, in that article, there was a move to ban the amount of ammonium nitrate in food, and they had to carve out licorice from the law so that it could still continue to be sold as a food product. Because they were like, well,
they really wanted their weird.
You can't put too much poison in it unless it's licorice.
Their weird piss licorice. They really wanted that.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
All right.
Horrible. Can't be consumed.
So Tom and I are going to do a couple stories, guys. Is that okay? We're going to stop talking about food and
Forest. Wait. Forest of fucks. I could take that. I don't even know what that means.
caliente.
Somebody said to boycott Starbucks because they don't pay taxes in the UK. I don't give a shit who pay taxes in the UK. I don't pay taxes in the UK. Figure that out yourselves. I'm not going to miss Starbucks because they're not fucking paying your taxes. What are you fucking kidding me? How do you expect me to stay awake past 11 a.m.? That's a stupid thing to write down.
When I went to Starbucks in the UK, I remember they had to get the drip coffee for me. They had to like do it.
Yeah.
When I walked in, I was like, yeah, I want a drip coffee. And they'd be like, yeah, I got to brew it for you. And I was like, what's in those big tins behind you? They're like, that's tea.
Yeah, it was weird.
And I'm just like, what?
Yeah, they're
are
crazy.
You doing?
There.
Yeah.
They don't know how
I really wanted a coffee there too.
I'd get an iced coffee and they'd be like, we have iced Americano. I'm like, I don't want to drink cigarette ashes. What is wrong with you? You're animals. You're just all animals up here.
All right, we're gonna do a
Somebody
story.
wrote, surely there's a better coffee place. Yeah, but there's not a better coffee place at every corner with a drive-through.
There is absolutely better coffee places.
Absolutely.
There's plenty in Chicago,
but they're not ubiquitous.
Yeah,
right. It's the ubiquity of Starbucks that makes them necessary.
All right,
this is from deadstate.org. Christian author, Trump is under attack from, quote, multi-dimensional Luciferian advanced beings. So,
all right.
If that made sense to you, you should probably drive an ice pick through your left eye right now. That's good.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Attacks against Donald Trump and his administration are something we've never seen before in all of human history. And
unless your name is Barack Obama, then you've seen those attacks before.
In all of human history, this is the worst attack on a leader.
Except Julius Caesar.
Yeah, right. That was actually the example. Like, his best friend he got stabbed 21 times. Like, what about like fucking John Kennedy, whose head got like Abraham Lincoln?
Hitler.
Didn't Garfield get shot, or was he just fat and it didn't matter?
Like, I shouldn't bring up Hitler. Actually, don't forget I said Hitler.
Like,
unless you're on YouTube, then I definitely said Hitler.
All right, Sargon, play the clip. Certainly not in the United States of America. This is a whole new ball game. Okay.
Come on.
The other thing we need to
Come on.
understand.
You're making things up. Yeah. It's not hard. You don't have to check your notes when you're just about to make shit up.
You're just gonna pretend to say something anyway.
I gotta make sure that the inaccurate, nonsensical bullshit. Yeah. Hang on.
That these unprecedented attacks against Donald Trump are part of the greatest spiritual battle in the history of mankind.
That's fair.
And why do I say that?
Because I want it to be true. And it will sell more tickets to my fucking haunted house or whatever.
Also, because it's completely unverifiable, and I can say literally anything I want.
Spiritual warfare. This is a guy who watches Supernatural and is like, true story, bro.
behind all
those blue
physical battles, like political battles, we are ultimately fighting a war that is spiritual. So
so real quick, so this is the biggest one. So like when we were engaged in physical battles that involved the deaths of tens of millions of people, that was a less significant spiritual reckoning. So behind the scenes, things are just like, well, the boys are getting chewed up at the fucking Ardennes again, but I mean, in a few years, Donald Trump's going to show up and he'll maybe pass tax reform.
That's
a big deal. Because I'm not sure. We're not real clear on. That's very unclear. Don't think too much about that.
You said something to me recently about Donald Trump's tax reform, that it was a huge mistake for him to do it.
Yeah, when he did it.
Yeah,
he did. So Trump's tax reform happened way too early because it's, you don't want to do any kind of economic stimulus early in your term.
Oh, you don't stimulate early.
No, it's stimulate early, and then the whole refractory period's a downside, right? It's bad times.
Bad.
So there was a small amount of stimulus.
In my case, no stimulus at all, but still.
In my case, I need a lot of stimulus to kind of keep that ball rolling, like it's not.
No, I'm saying I don't stimulate anyone else, is what I'm saying, Tom. Nobody else is stimulated.
Okay, we're talking about
I'm saying other
output
people
versus input.
Other people aren't stimulated. I'm stimulated just fine, but other people are very bored. Anyway, continue.
Got to use electricity at some point. But like, I just keep tasing her. Like,
AdamandEve.com. You get your own taser for Christmas. Ho, 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 motherfuckers.
They have like electric sex toys. You just fucking zap your partner. Have you heard about that?
Zap your partner in the balls?
That seems like the least sexual experience ever. Like, well, I brought this. Psst, fuck you. We're done forever. Hey, man, that's not ever happening.
There's people who like lay on spikes and like whip each other, and that's not my thing.
I'm not kink shaming.
It's not my thing.
I'm just saying, for me, I immediately have to go.
Yeah.
Like, it's no longer cold outside. I'm going. Like,
I just pissed fire. Should I be doing that? Or anyway, so they did it too early.
So so he popped too early.
Way too early.
Now what happens?
AdamandEve.com. You get an oil for that. Anyway.
And so what is almost certain to happen is that in the middle to back half of 2019 and then through 20, we're going to be in a recession.
Yeah, they've been talking. Everybody's talking about a recession, right?
The stimulus is over. Now it's downhill off the top of that.
Almost certain.
So because it doesn't have the tax implications don't have any lasting effect.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit of immediate like bump into the economy, and then there's a swing down, and then that's it. And the only thing he has to run on is the economy. The only thing that was going to get him reelected.
Well, it was the only thing that anybody positive was like when they were talking about positives, they were talking about the economy. And I was listening to a podcast recently. They were talking about the people in Missouri are starting to come back around, realizing that maybe he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to tariffs because it's a huge soybean state. Yeah, and so they're like, well, maybe he doesn't know what's going on.
The thing is, like, he touts the wrong things for the people that got him elected, right? He got elected on the Rust Belt.
Yeah.
But like where he's throwing his weight, well, up until now he's been fucking silent on it because of the recent movement. But he was throwing his weight around like, look how great the stock market's doing.
Yeah.
Well, that has no fucking effect if you're some regular guy who has a tiny fractional amount of his everyday life tied up in the stock market, and the only thing the stock market has any meaning for you is like your 401k for when you're 70 and you retire. For all the rest of us, it has no impact.
Nothing.
The stock market's up, the stock market's down. You're not even looking at it in any way that means anything. But people that don't understand, they think the stock market is an indicator of the larger economic health of the nation. Yeah. And it's not.
It's not.
Yeah. The two do not correlate. Yeah. So,
yeah.
And even that, like, it's fucking down 15%.
Now it's down a lot.
Yeah.
Paul says in the book of Ephesians, for our fight is not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and the powers and the dark unseen forces of wickedness in heavenly places.
Oh, so ones you can't point at.
Okay, oh my God. Our fight isn't against anything real.
Yeah, nothing.
We're going to say we're winning. How are we doing, Joe? What's the score on the wickedness in the Ephesians or whatever? Are we winning?
How are we doing against those Ephesians?
Yeah, I think we're doing fine. Or maybe we're not. It literally doesn't matter. Well, who knows?
So this spiritual battle in the unseen dimension or the invisible realm manifests itself in a battle that we play out in the physical realm. Christ.
So which happens first? Is this a chicken egg thing?
Yeah.
Is it the spiritual shit then? Like,
where do you get the spirits to fire up the spiritual battle if they weren't here first?
Well, but doesn't it matter which happens first, right? Because like if the physical follows the spiritual, no, let's come on, Cecil, come with me, buddy. Don't do the eye thing that you do where you're like, oh, I wish he wasn't talking anymore. If the physical follows the spiritual, then we have no control, right? Because then we're subject to the whims of spiritual forces that we aren't even privy to their actions of. If it's the other way around, if the spiritual follows the physical, then I see getting worked up, right?
Sure.
If you buy into this crazy fucking world.
Right.
But I think what he just said is the physical follows the spiritual.
Yeah, physical follows the spiritual.
It's all right.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to do about that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. What's going on behind the fucking magic shimmery curtain of non-existence? I don't know.
One following one is not the same thing. It's like ass to mouth or mouth to ass. It's totally different.
Order of operations
Totally
makes a big
different,
difference. Yeah. If you're going around the world, consult a map. I'm just saying.
It's a map Indiana right there. There's the ass right there.
The physical battles that we see in our world and nation right now are a direct manifestation of the spiritual battles going on. In
they're okay. So then,
this is ass to mouth.
Yeah.
That is why the Apostle Paul said, "For our fight is not against flesh and
for
blood,
God's
but
sakes.
against principalities and powers."
We're saying this again?
Forces of wickedness in heavenly places. We have to understand that.
Yeah, so we said it twice. That's why.
Now I understand it better. Now the gibberish sounds less like gibberish.
Now, once you memorize it,
if you read Jabberwocky twice, it all comes clear. It's just like, oh, 'twas Brillig in the slithy cove.
Brillig, that's right.
I heard it as brilling. Oh, okay. No.
Understand is that there are people very high up in what is called the globalist occult or globalist Luciferian rulership.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The globalist Luciferians.
Called that literally by David Icke.
That is a neat badge though. When you get it when you're in Boy Scouts, the global Luciferian badge.
It's fucking solid. It's actually just like a reptilian head.
Yeah.
That's what you get. It vibrates into the fourth dimension.
One on each nipple, and the electric current runs right through you.
System.
I hooked this thing up to a car battery. I've been rocking and rolling all day.
This rulership system consists of what used to be called the Pharaoh God Kings.
But isn't called that anymore because we're not fucking stupid and we can land fucking rovers on Mars.
We're not old-timey.
like pause and think about this for a second. You got this fucking idiot, right? Who thinks whatever any of that is, right?
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks ago, we shot a fucking rover to Mars. We decelerated it like
amazing.
18,000 miles an hour in like 6 minutes. It landed, and then it's like gonna wiggle its fucking butt into the fucking ground of Mars and send back samples about what's inside of Mars.
Oh man,
it is.
I've never been so excited to be inside something else.
It is penetrating.
Actually, I haven't.
No. Yeah. First time, best time. So there's like those people in the world, right? Who are like, yeah, let's send a robot to Mars. And there's this guy who's like, probably it's globalist Luciferian pharaohs or whatever. Yeah. We're not all the same. We're not all the same.
We're not.
We're not all the same. Don't pretend we're all the same.
Dictatorship. And these are advanced beings who know how to tap into supernatural, multidimensional power.
Yes, absolutely. From the lower fourth dimension, we've read this.
Yeah,
we know this
thing.
Lower fourth dimension. It's a great neighborhood. They've been gentrifying our neighborhood for a long time.
They have.
They'll eventually just come in and build a Walmart, and we won't be able to shop here anymore.
It's called the Monoatomic Gold Coast now. So
that's perfect. That's perfect.
And integrate it with science, technology, and economics. Now, the people
can you integrate with science but not technology, or vice versa? Out of curiosity, can you integrate with technology but not with science? It's integrated with technology. It is, however, excluded from science.
I'm glad that's where you're planting your flag.
Okay, you got me there. I just Can you parse any of this?
No, I haven't.
Thank you.
He started it earlier, and he's talking about the fusion pharaohs or whatever. I don't fucking know.
How to do this are not fools. Okay. They are people at the highest level of this
Luciferian
pyramidic organizational structure.
I'm afraid of shapes.
Pyramidical.
I'm afraid of certain shapes. like the ones that go pointy top side slanters.
Oh, man.
What the fuck is wrong with... Do you remember 100 years ago, there was the natural Oregon generator
The Oregon
guy?
generator guy? Yeah. With the pyramid shapes?
Right.
Yeah.
It just like... There's this...
Yeah.
Cecil and I found this guy many years ago who was shyster selling like bars of soap with like
they were literally
wires and shit coming out of it.
It looked like he took, I'm not kidding, a bar of soap, right? So he'd have a bar of soap and there'd be like an electrode stuck in one side and like another one, and he had these big long like jibberty jab descriptions.
Yeah, about becoming like a shaman master. But my favorite thing in the world was like this guy posed with all his like wackadoo inventions.
Yeah.
And like he's got like,
is he still online?
I don't know. Like look up Oregon generator shaman master. I bet if anything's gonna come up. But he had like these like crazy pyramids and shit on his head. Like he just sits there like, I got a pyramid on my head. It was amazing. No, it's just the guy. Yeah, look at this. Oregon pyramids.
Healing tools. Yeah.
Oh my God.
These people are awesome. Oregon generator. That guy with the Oregon generator back in the day, though, he was like the only one. Like when you searched, you immediately found that guy. Because he was like, oh, that's the guy.
For a long time, his picture was my Facebook profile because it was just so fucking crazy. Has this ever happened to you? Oh, no. Headache.
I'll shoot this at the sun.
I blew up a cloud.
Apple Watch. Guy has a face thing on. Parking meters. Pyramidal shapes with metal shavings.
Is the solution. It's just like metal, a box of fucking aluminum
These
scrap.
people are amazing. I made a pyramid out of aluminum garbage.
This is also a shape. Like
these people are the best, man. Oregon generator. Did I just click on this one? Yeah.
This looks familiar.
This looks familiar. Oh, please be the same guy.
Oh, I want this to be the guy.
Be the same guy. Be the same guy.
Is there a products for sale section?
He's got little muffins of tin.
Just get the muffin top.
Oh, that I've been carrying around for a long time. Mega power wand. Wait. I have a mega power wand.
That's not a mega.
Nobody calls it that but me, but still.
Is mega... I have a serious question for you,
I have a mega
Cecil.
power wand.
In the hierarchy of good or big or great, is mega bigger than ultra? Or is ultra more than mega?
Ultra is more than mega, I think.
Ultra is more than mega?
I think so, yeah. Hold on, let's see what the audience has to say.
Is ultra more than mega, is mega bigger than ultra?
Is ultra more than... Gosh, people are talking like
where
crazy.
does jumbo fit in?
Jumbo is less than mega or ultra.
That makes sense to me.
What do you guys think? Okay, so we're going to leave this on so people can post what they think the order should be. I say it's jumbo, mega, ultra. That's what I say. But I don't know.
I think ultra is superlative. We got 2 votes for ultra.
I'm going to come back. Hold on a second. I'm going to come back to this in a second.
More
than
Jesus,
mega. There's
ultra
a lot.
trumps mega.
Ultra is more.
Ultra is biggest. I mean, it's ultra man, but then there's also
ultra
mega
is more than mega. Ultra sounds Latin. Mega is Greek. Ultra is greater than mega. Ultra. Oh, we got a mega. We got a mega. We got 1 point mega.
Mega is smaller.
Mega is smaller. Yep. I think ultra is just more. Ultra is just bigger and better.
Okay, so wait a minute. Just to be clear then.
This guy's shrugging. Look, man, this is a very scientific poll there, Computer Geek 2600. I just want to say, very scientific.
Ultra is bigger than mega, bigger than jumbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
that's
that's how it works. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Ultra is the biggest.
That's the order that I say they're in.
Okay.
Yeah. Ultra is the biggest. Jumbo, mega, ultra. Yeah. It's chumbo. No, chumbo's not on the list. Chumbo's what I have in my pants sometimes. That's not a chumbo.
No, that's not.
Chumbo.
So then for certain.
Oh, Anthony.
Oh, super was never really considered.
Super wasn't. It goes jumbo, super, ultra, mega. Oh, mega's out there. Omni and fucking huge.
Okay.
Bigly. Uber. Hey, Cognitive Dissonance said that.
Mega is defined. Ultra is just bigger than whatever.
Eli is mega.
All right. Ultra is the bigly. Okay, I think this is settled.
Ultra.
So Ultraman could fight Mega Man and defeat
it. I think
that's settled too.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That settles a long-standing question. That's very important.
All right. So Oregon generators, they're true or real.
Right.
That guy, gosh, I wish I could find. Let me see if I could go to images
I'll recognize him immediately.
and see if I can find the images.
Fucking stupid fucking
They're
grin.
changed now.
Yeah, there used to be these weird boxes. Oh, looks isn't the same guy. That's just covered duct tape.
Duct tape.
It's just a thing full of duct tape
on it.
That's just a fucking box with a dial on it.
Dial box.
This looks like the shit. I sent him messages.
Similar.
I remember I sent him messages.
Tom punked him for a little bit and said he was interested. He wanted. Well, you said you wanted to buy one of his things, and he was like super excited.
They were thousands of dollars.
They were thousands of dollars.
I did kind of want to buy one. I thought it'd be a funny novelty piece.
They're thousands of dollars though.
Until he wanted like a jillion.
Gosh, there's so much.
Look, that looks like something.
This?
Yeah, doesn't that look like some of that nonsense?
I mean, kind of, but like it also looks like a fucking mixer.
$2,400. This is the hold on, I got to read this.
All right,
this is the top of the line powered orgonite-based orgone generator, handcrafted by the one and only inventor of orgone generators and orgonite.
Orgonite.
We maintain the highest advancement in orgone technologies.
Wait, is orgonite a real? Orgonite is not a real definition not found.
No.
Organites. No. I thought that's what you called somebody from Oregon. It's like a citizen of Oregon. An Oregonite.
If you're pregnant, you're an orgone generator. If you're pregnant in Oregon.
She's pumping out Organites like crazy. Just put a cord up next to her.
Oh my God. The Performer 2400 is in the top tier of high output orgone generators. Now here are the dial settings.
Okay, here's the dial. Super
Here
stamina.
are the dial settings.
Look at all these pop-up
How do you
ads.
choose just one?
I don't know.
Okay.
Leadership charisma.
Super stamina
I want
and
extra
endurance.
leadership charisma. Do I get an extra saving throw then?
Leadership charisma. Balance and energy fitness. Top intuition and super learning. Super learning. Maybe if you were super learned, you would have phrased that differently. Optimism and success are tied together. So you're optimistic about that. Top decisions
I would be,
and
if I'm successful, I'm super optimistic, it turns out.
Relaxation, yoga plus meditation.
Yoga plus meditation.
Autogenics and affirmations.
Autogenics.
I'm good enough and I'm smart enough.
Autogenics where you just kill a bunch of cars? Is that?
That's that new Bumblebee movie. Subconscious commands. Precision concentration. That's better than the non-precise concentration, I guess. Situation analysis.
Just non-precise.
I'm concentrating, but just
about random things.
Just
situation analysis.
Willpower and deep insights.
Deep insights.
I would have that thing set only to super stamina and endurance. Because I feel like if you've got that, you could get the rest of it.
No way, man. Yeah. I'm going success, baby.
Which one do you guys pick?
Which one do you guys pick? You guys have to pick now. So get a look at it. But I got to look at the stream chat. So
you got audio input for affirmations, music, or other frequencies from your phone or iPod.
Nice.
You can plug your iPod into this. And it will certainly not power surge your iPod because it's a cheap piece of shit.
Your iPod is just screaming to be let go. All right. Let's see.
That's amazing.
New. Let's go to new here. Say deep again. No.
I bet that dial isn't really connected. Oh, you really think so?
No.
You don't think it's connected to orgones?
Someone figured it out. You're like the guy in the Wizard of Oz pulling the curtain back over here.
Oh, man, I was definitely going to shell out $2,400.
Super learning. I'd go with super learning. That'd be pretty good. Super stamina, endurance.
Right, that's the only one that you pick. Because if you have super stamina, you can get the rest of it done. You're never tired.
Me too. I'd choose extra charisma too.
A stupid person I know actually bought one of those orgone generators. She refused to tell anyone what she paid for it, not even her husband.
$2,400. That's $2,400.
Pretty sure she knows she's been duped, but doesn't want to admit it.
Oh. Has she been very successful since then?
And what's her fucking stamina and endurance?
And how's her charisma rolls since then?
Terrific. Which one gets me vodka? They all give you vodka.
Super Trump energy.
Always dial in time travel.
High energy Trump.
That's amazing. Write your own on masking tape works just as well.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The secret is the orgone generator is you. That's it. That's the secret.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Oh gosh.
Should we listen to the rest of this thing,
Let's
Cecil?
figure it out. All right, here we go. They are. You can just store more charisma in them. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I forgive you.
The highest ranking officers, if you will, of the New World Order.
Mm-hmm. New World Order.
And
I'm Lieutenant Colonel in the New World Order.
By the way, New World Order, run by a pyramid on the back of our dollar. Just want to point that out.
I am a Lieutenant Colonel in the New World Order. I'm also a fucking checker at the Safeway, it turns out. Because it's not a full-time job, because there's no New World Order.
I'm a Lieutenant Colonel. Every time I walk into Kentucky Fried Chicken, they always call me the Colonel because I'm there so often. So I'm I call myself a Lieutenant Colonel.
Mystery Babylon are ruling the earth through an organizational structure that looks like a pyramid on the back of the U.S. dollar.
It's
back of the U.S. dollar.
Amway is
back
ruling
of the U.S. dollar, Tom.
Yeah.
Back of the U.S. dollar.
We're being ruled by pyramids, so Cutco is in charge.
Any multi-level marketing works, really.
Okay, because they understand that true control of the
president drives around in a pink Mary Kay Cadillac.
world is
he's just grabbing at it all the time.
He's putting his hand in the middle. Hey, look, I'm fisting this.
I'm right up her tailpipe, guys.
Oh gosh.
Not just materialistic measurements.
Measurements. This guy is awesome. Who is that?
Is amazing.
Paul McGuire.
He's on the Jim Baker show spouting that.
Oh man.
It's amazing. I would have thought Jim Baker would have done a better job vetting his crazies.
You had me at hello, Paul McGuire.
Right. We haven't heard from Jim Baker in a while.
We haven't. Is he dead?
No. We would have heard about that. That would have been
That would have been big news.
We would have done a big episode about that.
Oh. We want to do... Hold on. Do people want one more? Do you guys want one more? We'll wait a second and listen. We'll wait a second here just to see.
Give it another
second.
whirl.
Two.
He wishes he was as successful as the Mary Kay lady. Yeah, no shit. At least the Mary Kay lady sells something that's real.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
You know?
Yeah.
As opposed to the false promises of Liberty University or his weird steak company or whatever.
I'm just looking to get into the get out of debt free holy water market.
That is
like once Popoff goes.
Seriously quality. Yeah.
Everybody says yes, one more. Okay.
All right.
One more.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. This is from Right Wing Watch. Richard Land, Donald Trump is a genetic marvel. So far, I don't disagree. I just think we're going to bicker about that word marvel.
I think we're going to, we're definitely going to be coming in on either side of the marvel.
Yeah. I marvel frequently.
All right. So this is, okay, so I want to play a piece of this. Guys, tell me if you can hear this, okay?
So the president, how's he doing? How's he doing with all this pressure?
He's doing fine. I just talked to...
Okay, so we got to he's doing fine. Tell me if you can hear that, everybody. Yes, you can hear it? Or is that, yes, you are excited that we're doing this? Yes, you can hear it. Oh, that's Ian. Okay. What are we drinking? A question comes in. We're drinking a thing. It's over by Tom over there.
Yeah, this is Icelandic schnapps.
Hold it to that there.
I'm sorry. Force a habit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Icelandic schnapps called Icelandic schnapps.
It's called yeah.
So it's it tastes like
caraway.
Yeah, it tastes like drinking a Reuben.
Tastes like yeah.
You can boost the audio on the
how
YouTube
Ian?
video.
Which nobule? This one?
Whoa!
Is it this
that
one?
one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Oh, twist my knob, buddy.
Okay. All right.
There we go. What is that? Why do we have that? That looks
it's an organite generator, Tom.
That is an orgone generator.
It's
I don't want anything to do with
generator.
what just happened there.
Nobody pay attention to
All
what
right.
we just looked at because it's secret.
Christ. What is that?
It's secret. All right, here we go.
My God. All right. Oh, it's a lot of jowls.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Holy
This
shit.
morning to a friend of mine who
Well, I already have questions. Did he rub Vaseline on his camera?
Right?
Like, what do you have to do to get? It's 2018 to have a picture that fuzzy. You've got to work at the fuzz.
You got to. It's like he was carrying his phone around all day, and it's just got that like layer of human fingerprint on it.
Yeah, for real. Like, was he eating fried chicken, just like rubbing it on the camera? Like,
that guy was definitely eating fried chicken. That guy was definitely eating fried chicken.
Like literally moments ago.
I look at a guy and know because I see myself every day, and I recognize when somebody's been eating fried chicken.
That is like ultra soap opera lens, not mega. That is ultra soap opera lens. That's what that is.
he's the president virtually every day he's in Washington.
Wait. Oh, so he's saying someone sees the president. Okay, all right.
In the West Wing. And by the way, is in his early 30s and says, I get here at 7, I try to leave by 10 in the evening.
Somebody gets there at 7 in the morning and tries to leave by 10 in the evening.
15-hour day.
Whew.
Trying to put in a standard 15-hour day. No big deal.
Whew. Maybe somebody should hire someone who's better at the job than you.
Well, like maybe that's like two people's job.
Yeah.
Like,
or someone should hire somebody who could get that work done in a normal time.
Yeah.
In a normal amount of time. Maybe you're just bad at your job.
Very few things require a 15-hour day.
Yeah. And also, how good are you in hour 12?
Yeah.
In comparison to the rest of, you know what I mean?
Like, how that better be brainless work, right?
Exactly.
Because I've worked those like super long days, and like the back end of those days is brainless work.
Yeah.
Or was. It was data entry type, mathematics stuff. Like easy peasy.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Repetitive shit. Yeah.
And he says the president is wearing us all out.
Yeah, because he's like a senile old man. You got to chase him around when he's in his underwear.
He said it's like a fucking toddler will wear you out.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. Like the toddler will wear you out because he's up when you're not. Yeah. Right? Because he can't be trusted to do things on his own. Yeah. Because he'll like that's like, for real. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. You're like, oh my God, are we going to war accidentally again? Somebody keep an eye on that guy.
It's constantly somebody running behind him, watching, looking over his shoulders. He tweets.
Did he deed the country to Russia?
Yeah. Not
Stop
yet.
doing that.
Not yet.
That's not even how this works.
Probably soon, though.
Probably did.
Somebody just down-thumbed us on YouTube for that.
Oh, no, not YouTube.
Man is wearing us all out. But he said the president is optimistic. The president is plunging ahead. The president does not have a reverse gear.
Yeah, he would have to be thoughtful. He would have to he would have to consider his decision.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love that he says that like it's a good thing. He just plows forward regardless of the consequences. Thoughtless and stupid, like an actual bull in a china shop. Great, except for it's the world. Yeah, you know, it's the lives of 7 billion people,
and it has consequences.
Right,
and we're seeing some of those consequences in our economy. And in 10 years, we're going to see some of the consequences in the environment.
Right.
All he's got is first, second, and third gear going forward, and maybe 4-wheel drive. And
various car metaphors. I'm not sure how they work. Anyway, he put it into neutral.
And then he
stock car racing.
He grabbed that girl's tailpipe without any permission.
He was upbeat. I called. I was going to encourage him, and he was encouraging me. I would think being chief of staff to President Trump would be more difficult.
Yeah, because he can't hire one.
Yeah. It's more difficult for the 4 hours you have to work the job.
He's basically got a revolving door that just says chief of staff over it. They just run right through it.
Chief of staff, don't get too comfortable.
Oh, God.
And then virtually any president in my memory.
Now, my memory's not that good. Not that good. I'm very old.
I'm storing some old presidents under my jowls right now.
President Trump is the Energizer Bunny. Mm-hmm. I mean, the man.
Okay. Now, by all reports, he's the exact opposite of that. Like, by all reports, his calendar, the public portions of his calendar, routinely do not have 2 to 3 hours worth of work on them a day. He is like...
They say he comes down at 11.
Yeah.
He comes downstairs at 11. Obama, I was reading this article, and it's in this article, a text of this article. It used to be that George Bush would be in office at 6:45 in the morning every morning. He would come down to the Oval Office at 6:45 every morning. And President Barack Obama would work out every morning and then go to work after working out. Normally between 9 and 10 is when he'd show up. This president shows up at 11. I don't care what kind of hours you put in as long as you can do the job.
Right.
But what he's saying is that the president is putting in all this extra time, which we know is, from his public calendar, just doesn't seem true.
Look, watching Fox and Friends and tweeting things is not working.
And just working longer hours doesn't mean you're doing a better job.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're doing a better job.
But I mean, like if you count the amount of time that he's engaged as working, I guess fine. If you count baiting your opponents on Twitter as engagement, I would not count that as serious political discourse.
He wakes up and he's the president, right? So he's the president all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So you don't get credit for that.
So yeah, I mean, you're just the president all the time. What I want to know is why you have to justify him working long hours as somebody who's a good candidate, like somebody who's doing a good job, right?
Right.
And the reason why you have to do it is because he's like his whole plan is to try to appeal to a base of people that do work long hours. workers that do
respect work.
That spend a lot of time working, right? Their job starts early in the morning. They don't get off until late. They pull a lot of overtime. Those are the type of people who are going to vote for him. Right. And so he wants to appeal to those people. If they really saw the slovenly, lazy motherfucker that he actually is, they would be like, oh, he's not like that at all. But he's got to play that up constantly, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose that. A group of people's going to look at him and be like, well, you don't do what I do.
These are the same people that, like, when Barack Obama played golf once or twice, they're like, oh, my God, this guy plays golf. And it's like, you get a lot of work done on the golf course, right? Like, it's just completely redefined.
It's a double standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Gets up at 5 in the morning. He goes to bed at midnight.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No,
that man's 100.
No, he doesn't.
That man is a million years old. He's not doing this.
Let's just do like I'll sit in a room with him from 5 in the morning till midnight. Let's see who goes to sleep first. I'm willing to submit myself.
It'll be like a little kid trying to pull an all-nighter interview. She's gonna be rubbing his eyes.
19-hour interview with him,
like with the big fist rubs, like curled up on the floor with his fucking Melania.
Full bore all the way in between. I mean, it's really he's a genetic marvel.
There I would agree. He is a marvel. It is a marvel that your arteries can close entirely.
How do you run this thing on cake? That works. He's got ice cream running through here, Bill. Look at this. It's like when you cut him open, it like fills a soft serve cone.
That's amazing. A hot fudge president. Huh. Velveeta inside.
My experience with the president and the experience of people that are much closer to him than I am is he's a very different man.
Yeah, I don't feel like anybody with fucking cheap bifold doors behind them and a $9 Target lamp is close to the president.
He does have an interesting colored wall there, though.
Yeah, come the fuck on.
It's hard to focus on his face with all this.
I'm real close to the president,
all this
said some guy with a camera rubbed in Vaseline.
Fat on his face.
His fucking face is so fat, it's leaked onto the camera.
I know. It's like there's a fume of fat coming up.
You can aerosolize human fat from your own pores. That's amazing. Well done.
Makes everything greasy around him. He just walks around. He's like Pigpen from the old Peanuts thing or whatever, where there's a cloud of dirt. Except for him, there's just this cloud of grease. Fat.
He's like a human deep fat
you
fryer.
Just throw like potato skins in there, and then you scoop them out with like a spider later on.
Did you work fast food? Did you work?
I did. Yeah.
I worked at a Burger King a long time ago, and like we were terrible people. Like I was sure. Like as teenagers, we're terrible. We'd wait for like a new kid to get hired, and we'd wait for him to be by the fryer,
and then you throw an ice cube.
in there, and like get it to pop and snap, and be like, it scared him because it can
burn the
oil.
fuck out of you.
Yeah, we thought that was like great fun.
You could deglove your hand by slipping and
some guy did that.
Yeah,
this is basically the human equivalent of a fucking ice cube in the fryer.
Yeah.
Just constantly spitting fucking fryer juice everywhere he goes.
Fryer juice. Delicious. Look at that guy. Could you imagine his jowls, though? Slow cook his jowls.
Tender?
Delish.
Tender.
Years ago. He's a very different man morally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very different.
Spiritually. I think the nature of.
I love that, like, to defend him, they have to acknowledge how awful,
shitty he was. Yeah,
right.
How shitty he was.
The best defense of his moral character now is for them to just accept that, like, look, all the evidence does show he was pretty bad.
Yeah,
we think that's gotten better. Like, we think that's probably
We're not sure.
Not like that anymore.
Yeah.
We hope.
But they like, you can't deny that it happened, right? So
and they don't even try.
And you don't try anymore. They don't try anymore.
Right.
So
marriage is one that Christians would be much more comfortable with than his first two marriages. I think he's a better husband, a better father, a better man.
Why do you think that? You have no reason to think any of those things. There's no reason to think that he's changed. Right? We know certain things about how he used to behave, and maybe he has changed, Cecil. I don't know.
Sure.
But there's literally no reason to think that he has. Like, all of his behavior seems consistent with his past.
That payment to Stormy Daniels occurred
recently, 2016.
Yeah, 2016.
There's literally no reason.
Yeah.
to think that those are not contemporary views that he holds on moral issues.
Right. No, yeah, I'm with you.
He was 5-10 years ago. But, you know, he's not a perfect man. None of us are.
Yeah.
But he, you know, look, once again, let's always understand that we made the decision about this president in a particular context. And the particular context was that in the general election, as I've said before, he was my last choice in the primaries. But when it came down
What a rousing defense. What a rousing defense of, look, of all the choices I had, he was the only one I could have had.
He was the one that was chosen for me.
Like, I would have chosen literally anything else. A chair.
If he was your last choice, he was the one that was chosen for you.
Right.
He was chosen for you by other people.
Right. Yeah. I'd have chosen a bucket of animated fish heads.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
But I always get my way.
I'd have chosen my aerosolized fat.
It's amazing.
Very choice between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. I'll take Donald.
Freudian,
the other
Freudian
one
slide
is the
there.
one I want.
Yeah, I don't want that one.
Penis. That's the one I want. Penis.
every day and twice on Sundays.
You have not done it twice on a Sunday in 50 years.
Eat dinner?
Man.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Trump is a more moral man
Oh, sure.
than Hillary Clinton is.
He's a more moral man than Hillary Clinton is a more moral man, I guess. Yeah.
Moral woman. I believe he's more moral.
You just said that.
I believe he's more of a law-abiding.
I believe he's more man.
Yeah.
I believe he's
moral. I believe he's more of a law-abider. I believe he's a far better person to be president of the United States than Hillary Clinton.
Well, that experiment has ended because there's no way to know. So there's no way to know.
Right. And that is like the most moot question possible. Yeah. Like it literally can't. It cannot matter if that's true because it was not true.
Yeah.
So we don't.
So you don't know.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think things might have been different in the fucking imagination world, right? That's it.
Oh. So let's see. I don't think we're gonna do a stream until next year. This is the last one of the year.
This is this last one for 2018.
Last one for 2018.
All Tom wants for Christmas is a neck. Do I not have a neck?
It's hidden behind your microphone.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
the?
maybe.
I got a neck. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. All right. Ouch.
Don't be mean, guys.
You know.
Don't be mean. Yeah. So this is the last one for this year. We'll be back next year. We're planning on doing a stream sometime on a Sunday in January. We're not sure when that's going to be yet. We're thinking we're not gonna say. I don't know yet. So, but when we solidify the date, we'll let you guys know. It's gonna be a Sunday, sometime on a Sunday.
Yep.
And so we'll have a stream that we do then, and we're also gonna try to do a couple of other shows, interesting shows in the near future. Catch this week's show though, because we're gonna have Keith on from Modest Needs.
Great guy.
Oh.
Like genuinely an amazing human being.
Yeah, and it was a great interview. It was a really great interview. We recorded it last week, but excellent interview.
Yep.
All right, well, so I think that's going to wrap it up, everybody. So guys, thanks for joining us, guys and gals.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much
it.
for joining us, and we'll see you guys in next year. Happy New Year.
Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas.
Have a great Christmas.
Merry Christmas.